Bon après-midi. Il est temps de boire un verre de vin. Ah, Prost. Zum Wohl. Welcome. Come on in. Take a sip. Let's wind down. And today we're doing it with this fabulously fruity and yet still dry and well-balanced Chateau Saint-Helens. This is a 2020 Languedoc. It has on the nose the things you'd expect, but there's like an overwhelming sense of vanilla there, a little bit of a coffee chocolate, slightest bit of tobacco that kind of doesn't necessarily conflate itself with the vanilla, which is kind of a usual thing, but it's kind of a standout. And these are all secondary and tertiary aspects, but what you're really getting is you're getting the cassis and the dark stone fruit. It's typical for what you would expect from a Languedoc. And this vent, and considering the French vineyards as a whole from the AO and the minerality that you get with it, it's a fabulous wine. It is so evenly balanced between the acids and the tannins. It just makes me neutral on what I would have with it. But to be honest with you, what I'm thinking this needs to be tonight, smash burgers. Smash burgers and some shrimp. So finish this grid. I think I'll get it in that freezer and grab that stuff out to thaw because it sounds like a wonderful dinner. So one more little bit of the solver's courage. All right. So what we got here today? Looks like we have a Spencer Leach construction edited by Joel Faliano. So without any further ado, let's jump into this Friday grid. Let's hope we got a real stumper today, too. We want to get something to really keep me here for an hour or two. Like some tracks. Dated a while back. Okay. Number 2. Now, I hate the way this actual word sounds, but wouldn't this be funny if that's what that was? I'm sure it's not. But nevertheless, well, I mean, it's definitely going to end in a P because we know that Nixon started the EPA back then. We'll go ahead and just kill this, but it would have been funny, you have to admit. Like pie for much of a life of pie. Well, he was alone with a tiger, right? I mean, a horribly tragic beginning. I guess you could say he was a C. I always associate being a C as being kind of confused or muddled or just lost in general, right? Barbell abbreviation. So what do you think it's going to be, LBS or WGT? I don't even know. If that's an L, I just don't know yet on what we've got here. I mean, I guess number 2 could be the Veep. That would explain the P. Does that help this? Like some tracks. I mean, I guess if we're talking about like a running track, I guess it could be an oval. So what else we got? Where opposites don't attract. Well, with that L there, I think we got BS. And this looks like this could be now where opposites don't attract. Maybe a lesbian bar. So that makes sense. In a way, right? What we got here? Help resolve as a conflict. Dated a while back. Maybe the old, as in the old shop, etc. So help resolve as a conflict. I guess this should be to de-escalate. All right. Well, we're going to get there. It's a Friday. So far, it's not terribly challenging just yet. Yeah, you're lying. Words on a red tag, maybe. I'm thinking as is. Family group. where something rankling might stick. Rankling. Kind of insulting, maybe. It's demeaning, perhaps. I'm going to go with a craw. Going to be stuck in my craw. And maybe that's because I'm from Texas originally. I don't know. So family group could be a clan, I suppose. And I think, yeah, your lion is I call BS, which is... I don't think in over 30 years of doing the New York Times grids each day, I've ever seen that in there. Now, I deployed a lot to Iraq when I was in the Army, and there were times I never got the New York Times crossword over there, but I can tell you that's the first time I've ever seen it. It's kind of a seminal moment, isn't it? Okay. Golden retriever who ends up with a chocolate lab. Oh. Is this like a Willy Wonka-ish thing? Wasn't it Charlie Bucket? Let's see. Let's take a look. Hey, whatever pays the bills. Okay. Bit of Muslim attire, and I think we're talking hijab. Home to Najamina, and that's Chad. Queen's residence. I'm going with a hive on this one. Swears, maybe avows. I feel better about that. Charlie there. Hey, whatever pays the bills. So maybe this is a job Again, November handout. Romeo and Juliet setting, Verona, fair Verona. So move crab-wise could be to Seidel. And when I wish I had learned how to type. I should probably sign up for a Mavis Beacon typing lesson, huh? Packed like sardines often. Ascent to un hombre, and I'm assuming this would be a si senor. Really hate that I can't add that tilde there over that N. It's such an abuse of beautiful languages around the world. So this is probably in oil. Sensei's domain, yeah. It looks like that's a dojo, so I'm going to go with in oil. And I've got Elba, okay. Also, where Napoleon was first exiled. Animal and flags of Spain, Montenegro, and Sri Lanka is the lion dojo again. So lined up in a row, perhaps. Okay, but not in a row, because we don't want to be in a row. Noted surname in avant-garde art, and I'm assuming we're going for Yoko Ono. November handout. How about I've voted sticker? Does that fit? It does. Yay. I kind of can see when something's going to fit anyway, but yeah, sometimes I surprise myself by not being able to see it. Put away could be stowed, as in the baggage in the overhead container. So I guess we're talking about skee ball here. I haven't played that in a long time. I kind of want to get this all done up here. So I think the native East African people would be the Maasai. And Mom's Demand Action would be that group. And where computer chips are used, in which, so a poker, net alternative. Drumming one's fingers could be bored. Accumulating a bowl full while eating edamame, and I guess we're talking about pods. Bench coverings. I need a little bit more than that. I could sit and guess at it, but I'd rather keep going. Net alternative. Okay, fine. Whatever, we'll get to it. Archaeologists' finds could be relics. Cause. Sighting at Yellowstone, maybe an elk. And let's see, marketing department success. We've been getting this an awful lot lately. I mean, I'm thinking it's probably an ad sale, but I mean, it's like it's almost becoming somewhat. It's not just chronic, it's just becoming endemic. We're going to get an ad sale like in every other grid these days. Deadly biters could be asps. It's nice. Line from an unhappy diner. I don't know. What do you think? I think I'm seeing send it back. I've never said that. I've said I was maybe a little displeased, or I think the chicken's a bit pink on the inside or something like that. Doesn't bother me with the steak, but I want my chicken kind of well done. So yeah, that's one of those things. Small scale business sounds like a deli to me. I've never had anybody ever take anything back. They always offer to take it back, which I appreciate. Just Plato wrote Phaedrus in 370 BCE. Answer iterably could be to snap. Nurse, maybe sip on. Large amount, facetiously. So, what do you think? A zillion, a jillion? Bench coverings. You know, I mean, it's just not jumping out at me just yet, which is a kind of a strange thing, but it's a Friday, so maybe a measure of heat could be in BTU, locale of the 91 coup attempt by the Gang of Eight, and that would be the United Soviet Socialist Republic. A little one could be a tyke. Eggs terminates, maybe space. That's good. Shots, maybe picks. And shoes, casually, maybe kicks. Some snowmobiles, maybe ski-doos. Don't ever see them in Texas where I'm from, but there are a lot of ski-doo, jet ski type things. Jet ski's a name brand, but you know, wave something thing to ride out on the water without using another's, you know, whatever. Wine list headings. En vert le vin rouge. Rouge, maybe reds. So nice. Certain saxophones, definitely probably tenors. Pro bono. And eye lift. Looks like this could be an ego boost. All right, nice. So maybe the dark arts. Long-running British reality show. I've seen a couple of these. I'm a Celebrity, I think is what they're called. That's a really, really good one. Yeah, I think it was time to go French. Couple, maybe an item. What all straight lines on the surface of a sphere do? Well, a straight line is going to meet. We know that. Product that reduces static cling. And this looks like it's going to be a dryer sheet. So I'm hoping that whatever this is going to be, oh good, now it comes to me. So that's a jillion. There's a bench covering. It's probably be judges. Robes. Not something that I really would ever say. Australian lad, boyo. Dress for less, slogan here. Unless I fat-fingered something. How did we do, Bob? Did I? Oh, still got one to go. All right. Wearers of the Star of Life for short. I was one of these a long time ago. I guess it must be an EMT. How did we do, Bob? Good. This was much more of like a Wednesday grid for me. A little challenging in spots, but really the big challenges came in some of just like the awkwardness of the word itself, like judges' robes, you know. I don't know that I would have ever just said that, you know. If I was talking about a judge, I'd just refer to their robe, you know. But to actually use the phrase judge's robe, probably never said it before. I don't know. But not a whole lot of inelegant fill here. Maybe the Deb or maybe just throwing in the EPA. And yes, I think number 2 would have been much funnier if it was a euphemism for, say, excrement. That would have been funny. But that's just me being like a 12-year-old on the inside, really, you know. I mean, laughing at fart jokes or whatever, which I don't typically do, but I have a tendency to want to. Right on my lip. So it was what it was. It was a good Friday grid. It was clean. It was resolute. I liked it. It wasn't, there was no issue at all. So I say Spencer Leach, well done. Nice construction. Really, I wish I could say I did it myself. So that's probably the highest compliment I could ever pay. So cheers to you, my friend. And we'll go ahead and tap this on out of here for now. And I just want to say a huge thank you to everybody for the comments. They're oh so sweet and kind. And all of you out there. Such a loyal and giving group. So very kind. and so passionate about solving. And just want you to know that everything, yeah, that when you comment, when you like, when you're bringing more subscribers on, it means the world to me. And so thank you very much. Cin-Cin to all of you. And with that, let's go ahead and bring down our ancien d'adieu. And remember to smile, right? Until we see you tomorrow. Auf Wiedersehen. Macht's gut. Tschüss. Servus. Grüß Gott. Ciao. Cin-Cin. And in the meantime, be good to yourselves. Be great to your neighbors. And be especially amazing to the person behind you in line. We'll see you tomorrow. Be well. Take care.